Being stewards of the place that you live is a big responsibility. I mean, there's a fairly famous quote, we don't inherit the earth from our parents, we borrow it from our children.
There's a true story that's about this place that ties our people to it here, and we know about it because of the genealogy and the ancestry that's recited.
This project began as a partnership between the Northwest Straits Foundation, the Skagit Marine Resources Committee, and Washington State Parks.
The goal of this restoration project was to replace hard shore armoring that was failing and causing a lot of erosion issues, and replace it with what should be a more natural profile beach with the appropriate size material for forage fish egg laying.
If this beach had not been restored, it would be a desert. The wildlife could not come in from the beach, humans cannot come down from the top. It would be a place that is devoid of life.
There had been shoreline armor or riprap, so line of rock, large rock along the shoreline that had been put in to support a fish hatchery here. And that when the hatchery closed, that rock was no longer necessary.
Deception Pass is very critical for the local economy. It brings in 3 million people a year. One way or another, people are spending quite a bit of money here, which all goes back into the local economies.
By pulling out the riprap and giving ourselves a natural shoreline, we're able to restore forage fish habitat. We now have surf smelt spawning on the beaches, and we've now created a beach that has less wave energy and also has plants that can feed insects into the water for juvenile salmon who come and use these sheltered bays.
There's a lot of dynamic there with the forage fish because they act as food for a lot of the ecosystem, but then they also, it kind of brings the two pieces together, the land and then the water.
When the forage fish returned, it was just a really good feeling because it's like mission accomplished, you did it.
This is actually about trying to make something whole again, and all of us just benefit in that way. I mean, the wildlife does, and those of us that want to come out here and enjoy it too.
This is a really fun place to come, and it's fun to see it, like our work, how it grew over the years.
Human use and natural processes can work together and exist together. It's not an either-or situation. It's how can both things exist in harmony and be in balance. And I think this project does that quite well.
I think we always like to say we think the ancestors are watching over us and they're happy. So.
We're working on doing this shoreline restoration Puget Sound wide, and so really this is just a beautiful demonstration site for millions of people that come here and see it.
Our beaches are always threatened. Our natural environment is always threatened. And as we see that we can care for things and make them better, then we start to take personal interest, and our culture starts to become more aware and in tune with nature and with the resources that we depend on for our very lives.